Today's horoscope, Pisces, September 25th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Early today, a Mercury-Uranus transit helps you rise above problems. It also stirs your curiosity. It's an excellent time to find a solution to a nagging relationship issue or learn something new and helpful about someone significant in your life. People in your life can have a lot to say or express, and you can be very supportive as you bring new light to a problem or valuable advice to the table. Conversations with friends or ideas shared with a team or group can be enjoyable today. Still, as the day advances, Mercury heads into opposition with Neptune in your sign, and questions from others could awaken the escapist in you. At the same time, you do need to take some time to get to conclusions. Consider whether you can give a little and give others something to go on. Nevertheless, you might experience a mental disconnect with someone now. Be careful if you provide answers that unintentionally mislead, as these may fix things at the moment but lead to long-term problems. While it's all too easy to become distracted, it's also a strong time for new ideas and imaginative thinking. Given some space and freedom, you can come up with something very innovative. Prepare for a festive and potentially exhilarating day. Surprises could be around every corner. Single Pisces can align with stimulating, eccentric, or unique romantic options if they are willing to take a risk and reach out. Discuss your hobbies and interests. You may find that you have a lot more in common than you initially anticipated. Whether or not the connection leads to true love or not doesn't matter. You may end up finding that you've made quite a great new friend. Embrace laughter and open your heart. An unexpected conversation regarding your professional commitments may come up. It is time to say whatever is on your mind when Mercury in Virgo trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. You may have been quiet about how you truly felt regarding your professional commitments and working relationships. Maybe you did not enjoy working with a client or felt restrained on a project. Whatever it might be, there will be an unexpected chance to speak your truth. Say what you need to say. You may be pleasantly surprised by how your coworkers receive your feedback. Whether it's your job, your relationship, your family, or your dreams for the future, you will feel the need to resolve or at least clarify deep issues right now. Be careful when doing this, as you may feel the urgency more than others who are involved. Focus this getting to the bottom of it energy on yourself, and benefit from the rigorous activity it demands. Your own body might benefit if you can turn your mental energy into physical exercise. With focus, it can be done. Today, you will have to choose a new and original path that is off the beaten track. Your desire for independence and need for liberty are becoming pathological, and this will push you to refuse making any professional or sentimental commitments. This behavior should isolate you and lead you to having a certain amount of solitude. However, you shouldn't be worried about all this because the current vibrations are finally speaking of success, and this should give you some vigor. It's only a question of being patient now. The new working week will be no match for Venus' first full day in your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery. This positive influence is further enhanced by Mars' presence in a playful and creative part of your chart from the start. The impact will become even more apparent when the Moon returns tomorrow for its first visit since Mars arrived, signaling an overall brightening of the year. Professionally, this timing can work to your advantage. With the Moon still 3 days away from its first visit to your work sector since Mercury left, you are encouraged to keep an open mind and explore various options as guided by professional insights. While you won't feel the full impact until the Moon returns to your romantic sector tomorrow, having Mars there as Venus settles into her first full day in an adventurous part of your chart is a game changer. The planet of love has returned to begin her mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together, at a point in the year when there is rarely any planetary activity on the romantic front, let alone Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic energy is setting the stage for unexpected revelations and breakthroughs in your conversations. With Mercury in analytical Virgo trining Uranus retrograde in Taurus, you may find yourself stumbling upon surprising information that could change your perspective. It's as though the universe is giving you an opportunity to unearth something that's been hidden for a while. Whether it's you or someone else, there's a strong desire to speak up, to share something that's been kept private or suppressed for a long time. Have you ever been in a conversation where, out of nowhere, someone drops a truth bomb that completely changes the course of the discussion? Well, today could be one of those days. There's a powerful lesson here about the value of openness and vulnerability. Sometimes, we hold things back, unsure of how others will respond, but today, the stars are aligned in a way that encourages you to open up. That secret or unspoken feeling you've been holding on to? This might just be the perfect moment to let it out. Sharing your thoughts could lead to a fascinating discovery not only about the situation at hand but about yourself and your relationships too. Have you ever found that sharing something you thought was insignificant actually brought you closer to someone? Don't shy away from these unexpected moments. What conversations have you been avoiding lately that might benefit from a little transparency? In your relationships, you might notice that your expectations are running a bit high. It's wonderful to have ambitions, but it's also important to stay realistic, especially when it comes to the people in your life. If you find that you're expecting too much from others or setting goals that feel unattainable, now is the time to take a step back and reevaluate. What does balance look like for you in your relationships? Remember, clear communication is key. If you want to avoid misunderstandings or tension, make sure your plans and expectations are known. When you align your desires with the needs of those around you, your interactions become more harmonious and fulfilling. And speaking of relationships, today is a fantastic time for connection. Your accommodating nature is shining through, and others are drawn to your easygoing and supportive energy. You're especially good at putting friends or partners at ease, even if they're feeling tense or stressed. Have you ever noticed how your calm energy can help diffuse a tense situation? Your ability to listen and offer support will go a long way today, but just be mindful not to overextend yourself. While it's great to be there for others, giving too much, especially physical assistance, could lead to burnout or even regret later on. It's all about finding that balance between helping others and taking care of yourself. On a personal level, you might find it hard to explain why you're feeling so tense or restless today. Have you ever had that jittery feeling where you know something's off but can't quite put your finger on it? That's the energy swirling around right now. The key is not to let these feelings affect your relationships or create unnecessary tension. Avoid making rash decisions or acting out of frustration. Instead, take a moment to breathe, center yourself, and think carefully about what you need to do to bring peace back into your environment. What are some of the ways you find balance and calm when life feels chaotic? Finally, when it comes to finances, today calls for caution. There's a chance you've been a bit frivolous with your spending lately, and that carefree attitude could come back to bite you. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and splurge, but when the bills start rolling in, reality sets in fast. Have you ever had that sinking feeling when you realize you've spent more than you intended? Today's energy is all about practicing damage control. You might not be able to fix everything overnight, but by being patient and mindful with your money, you'll start to see things turn around. What's one area of your financial life where you could use a little more restraint? As you move through the day, remember that even though things might feel challenging or tense at times, you have the strength and wisdom to navigate these energies with grace. The universe is inviting you to be patient, focus on what truly matters, and find joy in the connections you make along the way. How are you feeling today? What's on your mind as you tackle these cosmic challenges? Let's keep the conversation going. Share your thoughts, experiences, and insights in the comments below.